Hello everybody, this is this, and for this video I'm going to be talking about something I've been trying to avoid for a while. The good old Psystar cloning computers, whatever. And I've heard both sides of the argument, and to tell you the truth, I haven't heard anything from either side of convincing. First and foremost, I'm going to say that the reason why I avoided this conversation was that I didn't really care. Yeah. But I heard Emic when he stated that there would be problems, but of course that's not true because the next step operating system pretty much proves that you can run the Mac OS 10. I mean, next step and Mac OS 10 are basically the same thing. Or, well, the next operating system, and you can run it off of Intel. Off any Will it help Apple? Yeah, of course. But there are other factors. I mean, not forgetting that the custom built PC market is, how can I say, in the retail business in chaos. Absolute chaos. And half of most of the times, those custom builds won't work. I know, Mr. Bit, hardware's just hardware, but, faulty hardware is just faulty hardware. I know that Macs have a bad front side bus, but you know what? This isn't gonna stop it. I mean, I know if Apple releases Mac OS 10 for other computers, that they're not going to stop making their hardware. I mean, that's just fact. But you know, they are going to end. I mean, it will open it up to a more or less more faulty built and poorly constructed hardware by, I don't know, North Korea or whatever. And not to tell you that, I mean, not to be a dick or an ass about this, but these price stars are not very well built anyways. All you have to do is just look in the back. I mean, they're basically built with a I think two. They probably have taken them out, but they were built with two PS2 ports, which unfortunately most manufacturers are basically stopped making. Because I mean, how many people even have PS2 ports left? It's a dying port system. I mean, everybody's going USB now. But yeah, I mean, there are some factors on both ends here. I mean, the the custom PC market is great for most customers because they can pan pick computer parts. But to tell you the truth, the retail business part is utter chaos. And half the times, most of these companies are going to just take cheap ass shortcuts and probably let North Korea end up building it, and it's going to be a faulty hardware. And and the other thing is that when I look at most OME parts, yes, they custom built their computers, yes, they hand picked them all. The thing that always gets to me is they've never ever had the guts to pick their own operating system. They've all most of the OMEs except Apple have all picked Windows and only Windows. They've never. I mean, Dell has an Ubuntu page, but you know what? Here's a little test. Go to the Dell page and try to find the Ubuntu page without using Google. Good luck. You mostly look at the OMEs, just Windows this, Windows that, Windows this, Windows that. And the games, whatever. But I mean, I know it's going to be in the software areas. I know it's going to probably help Apple, but the problem is that once they get in there will be problems. That's an unfortunate fact. Any, I mean, they will be opening up to the doors to utter insanity and chaos, and bad manufacturers and companies that will cheap out and cop out and come up with bad hardware and faulty hardware. I know Apple has its share of faulty hardware, but it will come. I mean, I don't hate the idea, but I'm still in the half area here because I'm pretty much in the gray area here, and you know, you don't know. To tell you the truth, it's a roll of a dice here. I don't know because, and my other complaint is that when I hear PC users who make all these videos saying how the Mac OS 10 sucks, how the Mac OS 10 is horrible, and then all of a sudden they hear about Mac OS 10 being put onto a personal computer, what happens? Oh, well, this is going to be the greatest thing since sliced bread. This is going to rule. This is going to help Mac OS 10. Didn't you just make a whole lot of videos that pretty much said that the Mac OS 10 is a piece of shit, and now you're all happy that it's coming to your fucking system? Yeah, that makes a whole lot of fucking sense. First thing I thought was they would be right there with Apple saying, yeah, I mean, I knew this lawsuit was coming. Pretty much everybody did. Just a matter of time. But it's like watching rabid dogs who know that their operating system is a joke, that want something that they can't. They want the Mac OS 10. I mean, with Linux and Unix out there that's totally free, I just find it hard to imagine that, somebody can at least come up with a decent operating system that can do all the same features and have all the same things as the Mac OS 10, and I mean as the OS 10, and they just keep climbing up and acting like rabid dogs, like, oh, no, 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 we're too fucking lazy to come up with that our fucking selves. Yeah, I said it. No, I mean, Ubuntu is pretty damn close to it, but still, you know, where is this gonna? I mean, does any of this make any fucking sense? Well, it's an open forum, so go ahead and talk about it amongst yourself. But, you know, Gareth Hall, Emix77, Mr. Bit, understand it. It's a factor of both sides. There will be good things that will happen, but there will also be bad things that will happen on any side of this argument. It doesn't really matter. And to the PC users that were running around saying the OS 10 sucks this, the OS 10 sucks that, OS 10 sucks that, and then suddenly do a 180 saying, oh yeah, this is going to rock, the Mac OS 10 is going to be on the PC, a personal computer. Fuck you, you condescended dumb shits.